So, what does it say about the state of our nation and our society in general when we can't get our lawmakers, our Congress, our Senate? They will absolutely show up to talk about how much air pressure is in a football, how much steroids an athlete might have taken, but we can't fix our homeless veteran problem because there's no money in that. We won't talk about the water in Flint, Michigan that's poisonous to the people. You know, one single politician did more damage to the entire state of Michigan than any terrorist that we've spent trillions of dollars fighting in the last 15 years has managed to do to America. One guy. California has a gigantic gas leak right now. Not on the news. You know what's on the news? The Indian Point nuclear power plant leaking right into the water. Not on the news. You know what's on the news? Who gets to use what bathroom? That's how that's what or who gets to marry whom. That's what our politicians, that's what you pay your tax dollars for your politicians to discuss. Not to fix the actual problems that are actually facing our nation, our homeless, our starving, our serious pollution problem. No, let's talk about how much air was in a football, who can marry who, and who can use what bathroom. Now, I want to stop on the bathroom thing here for a second because it's been a hot button issue, and here's the reality. How did these lawmakers who are going to make these laws saying that only men can use the men's room and only women, how do they intend to enforce these laws? Are we going to actually have somebody outside of the bathroom now? Are we actually going to pay somebody to sit outside of the bathroom with check IDs? What are we certified crotch checker? Oh, it's small, sir, but it's there. You go ahead and use the boys' room. Look, perverts have been in the bathroom since bathrooms were invented. Men who identify as women, and I see that that's the only, men seem to have no problem with women coming into the men's room. Men seem to have a problem with men going into the women's room. They claim that they're protecting their little girl or their wife or whatever, but the instances of pedophilia in the United States, for the most part, are straight, white men between the ages of 25 and 65. Now, what about those guys that are in the bathroom with my son? You don't have a problem with that. You have a problem with the guy who identifies as a girl going into the girls' room. Listen, here, besides the certified crotch checkers, the only other way you're going to know who's sporting the different equipment in the stall next to you is if you're the one looking. So stop with that. And again, we can't figure out how to talk about our veterans. We can't get Congress together to do anything at all, unless it involves marriage equality, transgender bathroom usage, steroids in baseball or in sports in general, or the amount of air pressure in a football. Can't fix our crumbling infrastructure. There are literally bridges that that should be shut down because no human being should be allowed on them. They're that unsafe. We ain't got money for that. Let's spend a couple million talking about Tom Brady's balls. Oh, certified crotch checker. Got it. See, this is why we're failing as a nation, and this is why we are so divided, is because we spend so much time being distracted by things that are trivial and make no sense, and so much more time not taking care of the things that we should be. So, there you go. Think about that today on this rainy Monday, and keep it classy, America, or at least try.